Hello pretties, welcome to Viv Cereal. Today I am going to be doing like a first impressions with the Nothing palette from ColourPop. I know what you're thinking. Didn't you just tell me that you were in an ooh shit. Sorry. My dog just almost like threw my succulent off my window. So sorry about that. Anyway, I know what you're thinking. Didn't you just tell us in your mid-year inventory that you were in a eyeshadow no buy? I broke that shit within a month. I'm sorry, but not sorry. So we're doing first impressions. I haven't even swatched the palette. So this is what it looks like. It just got here on Wednesday. Today's Friday. I've been working like crazy these last 2 days, but I'm really excited. I'm not gonna do any swatches because I've seen a million people do swatches already of the palette. So today I really want to just do a look, and if you wanted to do it, just follow along. I've seen a lot of people do looks with the oranges as well as the greens, so I don't want to do that. I honestly saw that girl Shay do a video, that her eye swatching video, and she put this shade all over her lid, and it's like it's like a cool brown mauve. I don't know, it's super cool. And that's kind of what inspired this whole thing. I really want to do a mauve look. I have already primed my eyelids with the Milani eyeshadow primer, and I did set it with my Pie Project pan shadow, which is the one right here, which I'll link my Pie Project pan right over here. Athena, get away from there. Sorry guys, my dog's really into it today. Now, they do have a shade right here, but there's like little micro glitters in it, and I don't know if you can see that. Okay, it's too shiny, my bad. I just don't want to use that. I just don't. So I don't want to set my eye with that. I hope that makes sense. I will say though, the packaging of this is super cute. I really liked it. This shade's just really call my name. This has like a little green flip to it, and I'm gonna try to put this one in my inner corner, and hopefully the green kind of pops a little bit. I did also buy a lip oil, and I got the one in the shade Hot Shot. I'm not going to be using this today, but that's mostly because I really want to go with like a really intense red lip, and yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I am primed. My face is primed. We're just doing the eye look. Let's get started. I officially can no longer see you guys. I am very blind. And yeah, let's just get started. So I have all my eye brushes right over here. I'm just gonna grab a big fluffy brush, and yeah, I really haven't seen a lot of mauve looks with this palette, and I really wanted to show you guys one. And I'm going to grab the shade Top Down, which is like a peachy kind of shade. This is honestly not gonna do too much on my skin tone. It's just gonna have a very like really light wash of color on my crease, which is what I'm doing right now. Just a wash color. Oop. Can't really even see it much, just barely creating that crease. This is the Morphe M518. This is one of my favorite brushes, but I really want to stop buying from Morphe. I don't know about you guys, but the prices have really just really gone up a lot, and I don't think their quality justifies them doubling their prices. So I want to find other brushes. I really like the ones from Doll 10. I've bought multiple of their packets or collab that they did with Makeup Molly. I really like them. So I think I'm gonna keep using those. And Laura Los Angeles is coming out with some makeup brushes today actually, so I'm definitely going to be purchasing them. I'm probably going to end up doing like a full face with the makeup brushes as soon as I get in, just because I'm going to try it out, because she says that you have enough brushes to do an entire full face. So we're going to try it. Alright, so I'm not going to go with the shade Vagabond. I know how the word is in Spanish, vagabundo, but I'm just like, can't pronounce it in English. My bad. I'm using the exact same brush. There's like a tiny little wash of color, and I'm kind of going slightly below where it just was, but not too much. It kind of is covering the shade a little bit, but they're really just kind of blending together, so there's a slight warmness to it, but not too much. I really like this. It's turning out really pretty. This shade is surprisingly warmer than I thought it was gonna be. It looks a little cooler on the pan. Okay. go. All right, that is perfect. Just have a nice little crease right there. I do want to grab, this is like my ultimate blending brush, which is the R37 from Mauve, and I just want to blend the edges just to make sure everything's smooth and it is. Cool. All right, next we're gonna go with Come Together, and I'm just gonna put this all over the lid. I am doing an all matte look today, so I'm really looking forward to it. I know a lot of people don't like all matte looks, but I really like them. I honestly prefer mattes over shimmers any day. Oh, sorry, it's a little warm today. I know I'm the minority in saying that, but I do. I just, there's something about about an all matte look that it's so pretty. Okay, so I am grabbing the shade R39, and this is just like a flat brush. And I'm just gonna put this all over my lid. Oh no. I don't know why I had this impression that this was gonna be a bit darker. It looks darker in the pan. Maybe it's one of those shades you can build up. I'm not gonna tap off the excess. I mean, I don't have foundation anyway, so I'm not really worried about fallout, but I really need to build this color. And I just feel like we're just not quite there yet. So we're just keep on building. We're at it. No, don't tap it. I was about to tap, and I'm like, no, I don't want to tap it. I want as much payoff as possible. Okay, there you go. That looks a lot better, and I'm just blending it the very edge of my crease. Gonna go back with that shade that I was with before, the that's not it. There you go, M518. So I'm gonna go back with this and then just blend the crease just so that those two shades kind of go together a little bit. Oh, that looks very pretty. It is kind of like just like a mid-tone wash of color. Okay, that turned out better than I expected. What do you think, guys? You like it? I know it looks a little soft. I am going to be putting that darkest brown on my lower lash line, kind of like a eyeliner look. But anyway, let me do the other side real quick and I'll be right back. So I just realized I forgot to tell you the main start of the show is the shade Come Together. And this is what it looks like all together. I did not make it. I did not mean for it to rhyme. But alright, it is what it is. This is what it looks like. I really like it. It's a little mid-tone. I know that some people might not be into it. They might want something like really bright and poppy, but that's not what I'm going for today. Plus, I am about to go to work in a little bit. I have to be at work in about 40 minutes. So that's not what I'm going for right now. I am looking for a flat brush. This is the one from Makeup. From Makeup Molly and Dalton. It's the line definer. It's just a flat brush. I know it's stained. I've used it for blue shadow too often and it just stained. So I'm just gonna go with the darkest shade, which is No Bounds. Grab it on the very edge. This one I will tap off, and I'm just gonna smudge it on the lower lash line. The one good thing about my eyelashes going down is that this is an easy thing to do because my eyelashes are not in the way. Everything else, that sucks. It just really does, not having my eyelashes grow up. Okay. I'm not really worried about being messy with it because I definitely have been a little messy, but I'm not really too worried about that. And then I'm just gonna drag it a little bit further out. So now it looks like I have a very defined wing. And that is it. I think the wind went a little bit farther than I wanted to, but I'm not too worried about it. It doesn't look horrible. It's just not the way I would have liked it. All right, so I'm gonna go back with that flat brush and just kind of smudge it a little bit because I don't want it to look perfect. All right, perfect. Once again, I'm gonna go do the other eye and I'll be right back. I should have just done like completely finish this eye and then come in the other one, but it is what it is. I am not an expert at this. I just wanted to show you guys the look I'm making. Okay. Hello, pretties. So I am back with the rest of my base makeup on, and I gotta say, it really did come together. It looks so pretty, and definitely I thought the eyeliner was gonna be bit too big, but with my glasses, it just kind of looks really elongated, which I really enjoy it. And now after looking at it for so long, I don't know that I want to smudge my lower lash line because right now it just looks very top heavy, and I kind of like the way it looks, a little clean on the bottom. This is gonna drive me a little nuts because I don't know. For now, let's just do the part that I know for sure I'm doing, which is my inner corner and my brow bone. And after that, we can figure out what we'll do. So I just have a small flat brush. This is the Morphe M421. Anyone would do. And I'm going to be grabbing that shade right here. Like, it looks gold, but there's like a green flip to it. And I just really want to try that shade. It's Salton. I don't know. So I'm grabbing it. It's one of those super shock shadow ones. So it's real pretty. And oh, I have a little bit of powder left in my inner corner. And I'm just gonna put it right there. I don't think that you can see that gold flip. That green flip. But it looks pretty still. So not mad there. I can definitely see the little green glitters in the brush, which that's really pretty. Okay. So far, so good. Oh no, there's a hair in my eye. Don't you hate when that happens? Okay. I'm gonna do my brow bone. Same thing. Ooh. This is a little more glitter than I wanted. I don't love the way it looks. Do you see that? It's just a little bit too glittery. I might end up just taking it. Now I can definitely see the green glitters in here. I was not expecting that. Maybe I should have gone with Coastline instead, but it is what it is. And we'll just roll with the punches. When somebody asks, like, when do you know that you messed up the look? This is when I knew I messed up the look. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because I don't love that, is grab my first brush and just kind of blend it a little bit away. So now the glitter is just at my brow bone. But I did not love the way that looked. Great. Okay, I'm convinced now more than ever. I'm gonna intensify the inner corner just a little bit more. I'm not gonna do a lower lash line. I just don't think it goes with the look. It's just so pretty on its own. And we're just gonna intensify this a little bit more so it gives that look. To be honest, highlighting the inner brow bone, the inner part of my eye doesn't do much for me because I wear glasses, but I just love it so much. Even though I know most people won't be able to see it, there's something so pretty about it. So it is what it is. So this is the final look. Let me put the glasses on. Okay, I gotta go put my mascara and my lipstick on, and the sun is coming out. And I will be right back so we can do a final talk about it, how we feel kind of thing. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, the look is completed and I love it. I think it's just really soft and pretty and I really like it. And then I did put a little bit of the L'Oreal Los Angeles, the nude eyeliner in my waterline, which as you can tell is really bright and kind of makes my eye look a little bit bigger, which I really appreciate. And yeah, this is the final look. I'll take off my glasses so you guys can see it. But this is it. I like it. I really do. All right. So Let's quickly talk about the palette. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm wearing, I am wearing the lip liner from ColourPop Embossed with Juicy from Bare Minerals. And that's this, which is really bright and in your face, and I love it because it kind of goes with my dress a little bit. Ooh, that's my bra. My dress a little bit. So anyway, let's talk about the palette. I am a little disappointed that I had to build it as much as I did on this shade, because on Shay it looked a lot different. It looked a little more intense. But Shay is like 20 shades lighter than me, and I have to, you know, realize that. I still like the way it looked. It's not as intense as I wanted it to be, but that's okay. I don't think you go into this palette thinking that you're going to make a lot of really dark and intense looks. This is definitely more of a light to medium kind of skin tone and kind of shade, so you have to really like that thing, which I do. I mean, don't take me the wrong way. I definitely like to do some grungy and darker looks, very smoky sometimes, but I also really like really light and soft looks. It just depends on my mood. Like I told you guys, for my summer palette, which I'll link it up here, I created my summer palette of my single shadows. I was going for a grungy look, like a bright grungy, so a lot of the shades in here are a lot darker. But there's times where you just want to go a little softer, where you want to do a light look and a bold lip, and that's kind of what we're getting today, and I really enjoyed it. So I really do like the palette. It's definitely my aesthetic. I like softer colors. I like warm tones with a little bit of cool tones where I can play a little bit with both. I definitely like greens, and I do like that this one has that green flip. I love this shade. I really want to swatch this one next to the shade Heavenly from ColourPop, which I do have. I just don't want to go get up and get it. You know what? Whatever. Give me a second. I'll go get it. So I have my ColourPop single shadows, and right here is Heavenly. This one does a little bit darker, and it also looks a little bit mintier. So this is Heavenly right here. Heavenly? Not a good swatch, I know. Sorry, but not sorry, because I'm working with what I got. This one looks a little bit more olive, if that makes sense, a little more golden. Yeah. I mean, they're both light greens, but they're completely different shades. Again, you can't really see it because the sun is hitting really bright, but I don't know if that helps. Have them right there. This one's a little bit more blue toned. This one's a little more golden. So completely different shades. Good to know that I didn't like double up, because I definitely did that. I definitely bought that Ooh La La once upon a time. I now declutter it, and they had like that really bright neon pink, and not even thinking that I already own that as a single shadow right there. So my bad. So I'm glad to know that they're not that similar. I did like the palette. Again, the colors are a little bit lighter than what I would want to. I definitely think that if you have a darker skin tone than me, I don't think this palette's gonna work for you. And I consider myself to be more in the light to medium. So if you're more in the dark to medium, I don't know that this will be a good palette for you. But I mean, I didn't really play with the orange colors. This colors, I'm sure, can be very intense in the eye no matter what skin tone you have, but I just feel like you'll have too many transition shades and like mid-tones and not enough dark tones. I think if there was just one more darker shade and this one was a little bit more intense than what it is, then you'll be fine. Now, ColourPop naturally is very buildable, so I'm sure you'll like it. Like I said, I did enjoy the palette. I really like it. I'm just telling you how I see it. That's it. All right, I gotta go to work, so I'm gonna be late. See you in the next one. Bye, guys.